Alright guys, welcome back to another Zenless Zero video on the channel. In today's video, we'll be taking a look at the new 2.3 character kit info. We have the full kit info that came out for all the 2S ranks and the new A rank coming out for the 2.3 update. The other day we did a full breakdown on Lucia, and now for today's video, we'll be taking a look at Yodari. Yodari is the next Ice Rupture agent from the Spook Shack faction, set to release in the 2.3 version update. So we'll do a full breakdown on her kit, and we'll also cover later today the full kit info on Minato. But for now, let's see what Yodari is all about as the second phase character of the 2.3 version update. So pulling up the website here with her full kit info, the first thing we have is her Ascension materials and her talent level up materials. So there we have her materials for those who want to prepare for her. Now moving on to the actual kit details, starting off with her basic attack. Basic attack hammer, perform up to 3 strikes forward, dealing ice damage. When the third strike hits, Yodari recovers 10% HP. So her being a Rupture character, as usual, we can expect her to work more on HP. Let's see what the basic attack charge hammer is about. You hold the basic attack to activate, and Yodari then begins charging, continuously consuming HP during the charge with up to 3 charges level available. Pretty interesting that she consumes her HP. She unleashes a powerful charge hammer strike forward based on the current charge level, dealing massive ice damage. The more HP Yodari has, the faster HP is consumed during charging, up to 25% of max HP, and after using this skill, you can do a follow-up with the third hit of basic attack hammer. The damage of basic attack hammer used this way increased based on the current charge level, up to 25%. When she reaches the third charge level, she then gains anti-interruption level increases during the charge attack, and Yodari will further consume her HP and continuously spin to attack surrounding enemies. So she does sound like a pretty fun gameplay, basically big hammer swings spinning while draining her HP. A very unique style of gameplay. Then we have the passive. So basic attack has a passive during the charge period of basic attacks, charge hammer, or during the horizontal spinning attack of charge level 1 or 2. When Yodari is about to enter stagger state from enemy attacks, she will perform a recovery and immediately gain 1 charge level. During recovery, Yodari will execute the downward slam finisher of basic attack charge hammer based on the current charge level. So a passive that gives her another finishing move for the basic attack charge hammer. Then we have all the multipliers here. I'm not going to go over all the multipliers as I'm expecting these to change. They always like to tweak the multipliers. So in a few weeks from now, as always, when I do the kit updates, I'm going to do a video covering the new multiplier changes, the buffs and nerfs, and we'll see at the same time the final multipliers that she has in her kit. So let's read over just the kit for now. We have the dodge. The dodge is nothing too crazy, just does ice damage, so I'm going to skip over that. Then we have here the special attack. Special attack looks pretty interesting. So we have the special attack uppercut, which is just pretty basic, deals ice damage, launch enemies forward. Then we have the EX special attack, Icy Mist. This move is performing 2 consecutive uppercuts and unleash Icy Mist, dealing massive ice damage. When successfully hitting enemies, restore HP at the end of this skill, recovering 33% of Yodari's lost HP. So while she loses HP from her basic attack, her EX special attack will allow her to recover HP. Then we have the other special attack called Rising Counter Strike. During the charge or spinning sweep of basic attack charge hammer, you can press the special attack to do a move, launch enemies forward, deal ice damage, trigger clash when this skill collides with enemy attacks, and anti-interruption level increases with this skill. Then we have the EX special attack, Lethal Follow-Up. When clash or crush is triggered, and with enough energy to actually use the EX special attack, she will dash forward, perform a quick upward slash, and leap into the air, then unleash a powerful downward smash, dealing massive ice damage. EX special attack, Lethal Follow-Up. Upon successfully hitting an enemy, she will then recover 33% of her lost HP. When this skill ends, additionally, Yodari gains a shield equal to 10% of her max HP. So again, another way for her to gain HP once she uses it with her basic attack. So her gameplay is going to be pretty unique. Alright, now moving on, the chain attack. So we have the chain attack is a pretty interesting part of her kit. One thing that stands out is the Ether Veil health. This is when decibel rating reaches maximum. Landing the final hit with basic attack charge hammer, EX special attack Icy Mist, EX special attack Lethal Follow-Up or chain attack will consume 3000 decibels and activate Either Veil Health. When Either Veil Health is activated, all units maximum HP increased by 5%, lasting 40 seconds. Now, this is pretty interesting, as I remember that Lucia had the exact same thing in her kit, so I'm not sure if this is like a mistranslation or if both characters actually provide buffs to the max HP of your teams, which would be pretty cool. It is worded differently, so I guess she does indeed give buff to all allied units of 5% of her max HP, lasting 30 seconds. So quite interesting. While Yodari is under Either Veil Health, the charging speed of base attack Charge Hammer greatly increases as well. And Yodari exits Either Veil Health, or when repeated triggers extended duration, she will immediately recover 20% HP. So as expected of a Rupture character, she will be buffing the whole team with 5% maximum HP increase, which will in turn give more damage to all the other Rupture characters, including herself. So pretty good, and there's some healing in there, so in case she's low from spamming the basic attack. But yeah guys, so then we have the quick assist here, nothing too crazy, I'm gonna skip over this one. And now we have the big one, the core passive and the additional abilities. So what is her core passive? Yodari gains additional sheer force based on your maximum HP. With each point of max HP increases your sheer force by 0.1. All ice damage dealt by Yodari's skills becomes sheer damage that ignores enemy defenses and uses sheer force as the skill damage multiplier. So very interesting, she converts her ice damage into sheer damage, which is quite interesting. The lower Yodari's HP percentage is, the higher damage her skill deals and less damage she takes. When Yodari falls below 40%, when the buff reaches its maximum effect, which is an increase of 80% damage, and reducing receiving damage up to 25%. Those are quite some huge buff. But again, this is going to be some low risk gameplay. The lower your HP, the more damage you will do. Now, if Yodari's HP below is 30%, she will then start to slowly recover HP, and Yodari gains less decibel through normal means, but when the whole squad HP decreases, she gains decibels at a certain ratio. So her playstyle is definitely based on her having the low HP. You spam her basic attack to lower her HP and activate all the core passive effect for 80% damage, a max of 80%, to then do even more damage on enemies. And now if you're too low, you can use the special attack, and she should be pretty tanky as she still receives 24% less damage at low HP, and below 40% she starts recovering HP as well. Looking pretty good. Lastly, we have the additional ability, which is she needs a stun and assist character. When Yodari HP is below 50%, crit damage increased by 35%, and when Yodari is under Either Veil Health, gain the following additional effects. The third hit of Yodari's basic attack hammer connects, trigger additional ice explosions. The Yodari third charge attack of basic attack charge hammer, her EX special attack hits enemies, summons tentacles to attack, dealing additional damage, can be triggered once every 12 seconds. So her additional ability is quite a huge part of her kit, it seems. The buffs for this are crazy, so you definitely do not want to miss out on that. And then lastly, we have the Mindscapes, but the Mindscapes usually change quite a lot, and from my last video, I'm going to skip over the Mindscapes for now and wait until the official changes in a few weeks from now, so I'll keep you guys updated on that. But so far, this gives us a good picture of what Yodari is all about in terms of gameplay and kit. You guys let me know down below, are you guys hyped for Yodari? Looking forward to this character in the 2.3 version update. I know I am. She definitely looks like a really fun to play. I'm always a big fan of big hammer characters. But yeah guys, that is all for today's video. Stay tuned for Monato's kit. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.